What's up, everybody? Master Reactor here, and I'm going to do a replay of who I just played, Jack the Ripper 7. This was a pretty quick, fast, fucking whoop bop 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 bop. Game 2 was fucking crazy. I don't understand he had all them cards and did nothing, but let's see what happened. Let's showcase it here. Let's see, 47 seconds ago. Alright, so I throw a paper, he throws rocks. So, alright, let's fucking go. I get to go first. Awesome. I open Solemn, Ring, Tribe, Mirror Force, Thunder Dragon, and Knock. He's got Mirror Force, Sinister, Upstart, Torrential, and Ring. So, I obviously discard the Thunder Dragon. I misclick and accidentally send the other one to the grave. Not a problem. And I decide just to set Ring of Destruction and say go. My hand is not that great. So, he fires the Upstart. Okay. Draws himself a Tsukiyomi, and he drew Faith for turn. So he decides to set Ring and set Faith and say go. I draw into Magician of Faith. I instantly knock him. That was a clutch ass draw right there to draw into the Faith. I decide to set Solemn and set Ring and say go. He draws into Heavy Storm. He decides to set Torrential and set Sinister Serpent. So obviously I am flipping up my Faith here, and he decides to torrential it. That was sort of like maybe he wanted to protect his Sinister from the knock, but whatever. I run the Sengen out and smack him in the face for 1,000, and he doesn't use Ring and just says go. He draws into Snatch Steel, doesn't get his Sinister back. He decides to use his Heavy here to just 2 for 2, and then he changed the Ring, and I go grab my Sinister. I'm like, fuck it, let's play ball. He sets Mirror Force and says go. I draw into a Deco, which is a pretty good draw. I decide to set Mirror Force and set Deco and say go. He draws into Sengen. He gets his Sinister back. Decides to run the Sengen out and attack. It is a Deco. I flip it up, don't do anything, and he just says go. I draw MST for turn. I have double knock in hand, so I decide just to switch this and attack, and he uses Mirror Force on it. So I'm like, alright, this game is crazy, but alright. Main phase 2, I decide to set Sinister and set MST because Heavy's already gone. He draws into a Thunder Dragon. Gets rid of both of them, or one of them, grabs 2 of them boys. And he decides to run Tsukiyomi out and flip it up and swing. And I decide to Mirror Force here because I got double knock in my hand. Tsukiyomi is a really bad card against Tribe, so I know he gets the effect for saying him, but it's like, what can he really get? And he gets a Deco. That's like the only thing he's going to be able to get. And I draw on a Pot of Greed, which was clutch. I draw Chaos Sork and Snatch Steel. I decide to Tribute and get some damage on the board here and let him pretty much give him 1 turn to do all and see all. Let's see, he's at 2,100 left now. And I just say go. He draws into Trap Dust Shoot, which is a pretty dead draw. He plays the Snatch Steel. I instantly MST, and he knows what time it is, because all he can do is set a monster. I'm just going to attack, and I got double knock in hand. So that was game 1. Pretty fast, alright? You thought that was fast. Wait till you see this one. Jesus. So I open Mind Control, Faith, Solemn, Tsukiyomi, and Spa. He's got double Thunder Dragon, Scapegoat, Snatch, Mind Control, and BLS. Pretty unfortunate for him. But that's just the way it is. My hand is not that great either, so he decides to set Scapegoat and say go. I draw into Mind Control. I decide to set the Spy and set Solemn and say go. He draws into a knock. He tries to knock the monster. I instantly Solemn it because I'm like, fuck, that's the only thing I really got going on. And then he Mind Controls, and he gets it, and it's a Spy. Unfortunately for me, he's not running Spy. So he literally just has to say go. And now I run my Tsukiyomi out, flip up my Spy, get the Spy, and attack. And he doesn't use Scapegoat yet. He saves it. He takes his damage, and I just say go. He draws into a Mind Control, which is pretty dead again, and just says go. And now I'm regretting taking the 3rd Spy out on game 2. Sometimes I do that. And I attack and run into a Scapegoat, hit 2 goats, and just say go. He draws into a Kaiku. Okay. He's going to, decides to Snatch Steel and then bring the Kaiku out, crash both of them, and then attack. I probably would have just attacked over with the Kaiku myself and just let it ride. At least I would have had at least I would have had Spy next turn to tribute for Thunder Dragon, but he decided to go that route, and I decided to snatch steal his Kaiku, summon the Tsukuyomi, and hit both goats. Life points are pretty low here, so I set the mind control as a bluff and just say go. He draws into Chaos Sork and just says go. Okay, I'm like, well, it's been working. Let's do it again. Swing, 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 bada, bada, bada. This time I get to banish his light, and I just say go. And he draws into Trap Dust Shoot, and he is literally dead. He can't do anything. He drew the worst type of hand you could ever draw. Like, them two games, I feel bad for dude, because, like, god damn, he had nothing. I mean, I didn't have anything either, but he really didn't have anything. Like, he was just dead. He couldn't set a monster. He couldn't do nothing. He couldn't mind control. He had no darks. It was just a wrap. But that's just the way it is, people. Y'all hit the like, hit the sub. Have a good day. I mean, I don't even feel like I really won there. I feel like he was just bricked up from the dick up, and that's just how it is. But peace out. Bye.